Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon111, and welcome back to Deep Rune. To start things off today, I was just doing some experiments with fall damage. From this height, I don't take any fall damage, but here I take 3, here I take 5, here I take 7, and here I take 9. And so it appears that basically for every extra square above where you first start taking fall damage, it takes an extra 2. I was just doing that in order to gain some information off camera before starting things off, but as a reminder, we just leveled up on a snake in this place. I still don't know how to get to this doorway. I imagine it might be an exit from somewhere in the future. I also, when I started this game, there was an update that fixed a couple of very minor things, and then apparently added a new NPC and fast travel. And so the fact that a fast travel system exists makes me wonder if this game is larger than I originally expected. I don't know. I don't have a good sense of how far we are into this game. But yeah, it has been a little while since I last played, and so I'm just curious. Remind me. I can't, like, attack this guy from here, right? Yeah, he's too far away, even with my... Even if I switch to the greatsword, I imagine. Let's switch to the greatsword. I don't think it has any extra range. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly kind of like where I'm at and what I want to do, so I'm going to walk around a little bit and just refamiliarize myself with all the places we've been, and I'll bring you back when we find something interesting. Well, backtracking a bit, I found this place. I can't remember if we've fallen down this well before. I think I did, but I don't remember what was there. The long sword will be sufficient to take out this shroom. So let's go ahead and kill it. I will take a little bit of damage. And let's fall down the well and be reminded what's down here. It's a big fall, but this time I am able to survive it. So that is interesting. And I can get some energy back killing the slime. So yeah, let's move forward over here. And see what we discover inside the well. Ooh, more slimes, more arrows. A hollow soul, a key, some money. And a doorway. This all seems interesting to me. So let's get energy back from killing these guys. Let's go get our treasures, because why not? Got some money. Got a key. And... pretty sure I can just one-shot this slime with this crummy weapon as well. Yeah. Get that. Pick up my arrows. And you take 19 to kill. I don't know that you're worth an arrow necessarily. Oh, and here's this other doorway. It's a shortcut back to where I was right at the start of the episode. Okay. So that is how we get back here. Neat. I am going to need another level up. This guy is worth 5 experience. If I were to use the bow and arrow on him, how much could I hit for? I can hit for 21. He has 33 hit points. It would cost me 2 arrows to get 5 experience from this guy. I do have 13 arrows. If I switch rings, which I should have already done, does that change things? It does mean that I can hit for 23, but still no. And I don't see a way to like land on his head and use some kind of melee attack. So I'm still not sure that it's worth using arrows against that guy right now. So I think we'll leave that behind for the moment. But now we have found our way back here. So that is good. And I did find one other interesting location that I think is worth looking into. However, before I go there, I would like to do a little bit of healing. This guy... I could use 1 arrow to kill. That'll be worth it. So let's kill this guy. To get a couple hit points back and some experience. Great. And there was a skeleton that I left somewhere down at the bottom who I could also crit with the long sword in order to get some experience and hit points back. So I'm going to do that as well, and then I'll bring you up to the spot that I recently found. I think I can just fall down here and I fall in water near the skeleton. Yeah. Then I'll bring you down to the new place that I found that looks like it would be fun to explore. But first, mere longsword is enough to one-shot kill you, right? Yes. So we'll do that. Yeah, and then I'll meet you guys back over there. Okay, so here is the aforementioned place, where if I switch to the greatsword, I could two-shot these guys. They'll hit me for 11. They're going to give me 6 experience. So actually killing 2 of them, ooh, killing 2 of them will give me my level up, which is pretty great. Yeah. So I could kill 2 of them. I do have 2 keys in my inventory right now and, like, get in a door over here. And so I could take the damage from this guy and then kill him, and then take damage from the other guy and then kill him. Yeah. This totally works, right? And I want to switch rings before I get my level up. But I'm pretty sure I can just do this. Oh, that brought me down to 8 HP. That's not as good as I was thinking, because now I can't survive the hit from him. But there are options. So let's do this. Let's switch rings. And then I could use an axe or an arrow. The axes kind of have more value, so I think I want to just spend 1 arrow on this guy in order to kill him. So let's spend 1 arrow. Oops. And then switch to the longsword's probably enough to kill him now. Yeah. So let's finish him off with the longsword, and then we'll get a level up. And I'm wearing the correct ring, so I'll get all 39 of my hit points. So there is another level up. I'm happy with all those decisions. I'm going to go ahead and drop another save. And let's unlock this door and see what's down here. And the answer is all kinds of stuff. Neat. Sure. Let's just plan to move forward. And let's remember that there are some more guys up there that I could kill if I decide I need the resources. So you... I could two-shot with the longsword, and the greatsword I wouldn't be able to one-shot you with, right? Yeah, so two-shotting you with the longsword seems fine. I'll take a little bit of damage along the way. And if I've already taken that much damage, then I might as well switch over to the power ring so that I'm hitting harder. Yeah, this seems good. With you, it seems like we're in the same boat. I wonder what all those sunstones are eventually going to do. This guy is tougher. He's hitting me for 14 for whatever reason. And I'm only hitting him for 18 with this weapon, so I won't be able to two-shot him. Which means I do want to use... Oops. The greatsword once. Yeah, so let's hit him once with that, and then we can switch back to the longsword to finish him off. Yeah. Alright, get some experience that way. I'm down to 16 hit points. What are the chances I can survive whatever mimic is likely to be here? I guess we'll find out. It just had money in it. It was not a mimic. Oh my goodness. So much money. I'm rich. Alright. I'm curious. I could buy more arrows if I were to use the bow and arrow on you guys. It takes 2 arrows to kill each of you. I would get 5 experience, so for 4 arrows I could get 10 experience here. Which isn't bad, but if I get behind them, I might be able to crit them. Let's take a look at that, assuming I can climb behind them somewhere. I can, and there's even more arrows for me. Oh, and there's another ring! Lifts 1 spirit, max MP plus 10. Neat. I mean, I might as well pick this up, because why not? But then let's go pick up my extra arrows, which is great. And then let's see if I can crit these guys, possibly with a single arrow. Yes! Okay, so 1 arrow for 5 experience. Yeah, I'm happy to do that. Kabling! And let's do that again. Kabling! And what is this? Oh, it gives us maximum MP. Neat. Alright. Good resources. And then I could just fall because of falling in the water, and you don't take fall damage falling in the water. And there is another place that we could go over here. I'm going to switch back to my greatsword for the moment. These guys give me how much experience? 6, and so killing 2 of them would give me a level up. And I do have another key, but it would be my final key. No, I've got 2 keys. Yeah. Let's drop a save before we spend a key here. But I think we can continue to move forward. So I'm just going to overwrite the save slot once again. And let's try opening this up. I can't quite one-shot you. And I currently have 20 HP. This, like, just doesn't quite work. I guess I could use an arrow to kill one of you. Yeah, that's pretty reasonable. So yeah, I think let's switch to the bow and arrow. We'll spend 1 more arrow killing you. You won't hit back because I'm killing you from range. And then I could switch to just the long sword and finish you off to get some experience. And then I can use the long sword to hit you to whittle you down, and I still have 9 HP. Then I can switch rings to the vigor ring since I'm about to level up. And then use the longsword again to finish you off, and then I get my level up? Yes. That is all fine. Alright, level up. 43 HP. Go me. What are you? Skull Shield. Defense plus 20. Yes please. Me wanty. Is there any chance that it's going to be some type of trap or something down here? I don't think so. It's got 20 durability. It's got less durability, so useful in a pinch. I understand. You might want to pick and choose when you choose to use the Skull Shield, I think, is what the text is suggesting. Remind me how much damage I take from you? A lot. So yeah, let's go ahead and try equipping the Skull Shield for the moment. And then see how it helps me progress over here. So yeah, now I'm only taking 4 from you. Yeah, that seems pretty great. And I can hit you for 17 with the longsword versus I can hit you for 25 with the greatsword. And so 1 of each of those would take you down. So let's go ahead and... yeah, do that. So 1 of those and 1 of those. Get some more experience. And continue deeper into... oh, I'm over here where I can see the moon water, but I still don't know how to get there. So I've been at the other side of this when I was doing some backtracking earlier this episode. Yeah, I have to feel like eventually we're going to get a grapple or something. I don't know. But right now I feel like I'm at a dead end and there's nothing else to do over on this end. There wasn't some way for me to avoid fall damage and get down here quickly, is it? Oh, there is. Kind of. I could fall here, but then I take a little bit of fall damage here. I think there might be another way to backtrack, so I'm going to try to take the long way back to avoid any fall damage. And on my way back, I see these skeletons. I can take very little damage and kill them. I'm going to go ahead and do that now, because I think I'm going to forget to come back later. And the longsword is sufficient to 2-hit them, and I wouldn't be able to 1-hit them with the greatsword, so let's just go ahead and collect this experience while it's here. But this was fully backtrackable without taking any fall damage, so I'm happy to do that. And I still don't know how to get to this chest. Yeah, there's gotta be... I forget what this said. It just like gave me some advice of, you can do it or something. Yeah, I don't know how to get to there. This guy I could hit from the back and probably just one-shot if I wanted to. And this is going back up to like some of the early game areas. Yeah, I don't know that there's much for me back here. Alright, let me figure out what I want to do next. But while I'm near this guy, I'm going to go ahead and just one-shot him in the back in order to go ahead and get his experience. Perhaps now you possess the strength to conquer previously insurmountable challenges. I guess that's giving me the suggestion that if I just crit this guy, it might be time to backtrack to do something that I had forgotten about before. might be a way to interpret that text. Yeah, I'm not sure. Alright, in a deeper area of the sunken castle, there's these flamelings. I can take them down with a single arrow, and they're going to give me 7 experience. And I bet you there's a few of these around. So I wouldn't mind going after another level up. So I'm going to go ahead... Oh! I thought a single arrow was enough. I'm not sure why I thought that. They have 49 hit points, and I only dealt 46. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and finish this one off. But next time I'll be a little bit more careful, so I spent an extra arrow doing that. I do have lots of money, so that's probably not a big deal. And remind me what you say since I'm down here. Alright, not really a whole lot. That's fine. But yeah, we're down in one of the deeper areas, although I think we've been down even one deeper. Have I ever fallen down here? I don't remember offhand. Prove your worth and greater knowledge will follow. And there's lots of guys that I could go back and kill at some point over here as well. Let's do this. Let's start saving and save slot 7. And remind me what happens if I fall right here. And the answer is... Oh, I fall on top of this flameling. Can I hit you with the melee weapon? Apparently yes. And I want to do that, because this would give me a level up. In which case, I probably just want to use my longsword, because I could still 2-shot you with it. No, I can't 2-shot you with it. 3-shotting you would be fine, though. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Oh, interesting. He's going to hit me for 22 here at the end, but I can survive it. Yeah, and then I'm going to level up, so it's fine. Alright. Oh, I took a little bit of fall damage at the bottom, I guess? I guess that was a farther fall than I realized. That's okay. And let's see. I can hit you for 18 now. I think there was a way that I could get around the other side of you, however I remember, and then I'd be able to crit you from behind. And so that would be a smarter thing to do. And meanwhile, there's this guy who, if I were to switch to this weapon, I'd have to spend a bit of time whittling down, or spend a bunch of arrows, which might be worth it. How hard would the arrows hurt right now? They deal 14. See, I'd be going through like half a dozen arrows as well as some sword strikes to bring you down. It's a possibility. Before I do that, remind me, if I were to be clever and come around here like this and switch to the greatsword, can I crit you? Yes, I can one-shot you and I would get some things back, so yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to... Oh, interesting, I can't actually hit him from here. I'd have to deal with the mimic first. I guess this absorbs all of the mimic's hits. So I could kill the mimic and then crit this guy. Yeah, you know what? I think I might do that. And the longsword is not quite enough to do it. But it will be once I switch what-do-you-calls. If I then also switch shields and then take some damage. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to intentionally take 10 damage. Hit with the longsword. Now that I've taken damage, I can switch to the power ring, and now the longsword will be enough to finish this guy off. I'll get the experience, and then the longsword, oh, it's just out of range for one-shot critting him. So we'll go ahead and switch to the greatsword to crit this guy, and I'll get some HP back as a result of that. Alright, and so that felt useful. And remind me if there's anything else over here to the left that I might be interested in before I descend further. I never figured out how to get my hands on those axes. And I don't remember what was in that doorway right now, but instead I want to take a peek downstairs. So let's do that. There's more of these guys who remind me, now that I am at whatever level, I can hit them for 26 with the bow from the front, or if I were to hit them from the back, can I do that safely? I believe yes. Yeah, then I can crit him for 52, and so I can one-shot this guy with the bow. And that's not enough to level up, so we'll spend 1 arrow in order to get that experience. Great. And then, did I just take 1 damage falling down that? I think my guy turned red and I wasn't paying attention. And I can crit this guy as well. And that's still not enough experience to level up, so yeah, let's do that. Great. And now we're almost leveled up. So we'll be able to... Yeah, I can spend another arrow and do it. So let's go ahead and switch back to the Vigor Ring. And spend another arrow and get another level up. It's a little bit overkill. Oh, and I'm not hitting him for enough if I'm wearing this ring. Okay, so we're not going to do that right now. Maybe there's someone else I can kill instead, such as this guy. Yeah. So if I were to be wielding the greatsword, I can hit you for 20, which is not going to be enough. I could switch shields that I take less damage. I could be taking 14 damage, and I could survive 2 hits with 28. Yeah, so let's switch to the skull shield. Then I could hit you 3 times, and that still wouldn't be enough. Ooh, because you have 61, and I'm only dealing 20. But I'm currently not at maximum HP, and so I can use the power ring, and then I will be able to do enough, because now I can hit you for 22s. Yes. Okay, so 1. I'm down to 16, and you hit me for 14, so that's fine. So this won't kill you. Then I can switch back to the Vigor Ring, and probably also switch weapons, because you're down to... no, I still need all of my power. And at this point... Right, I'm not going to take any damage either way, but I'm going to switch to this shield anyway. But I'm just going to finish you off, and then I'm going to get a level up, and so I'm going to get all my whatevers back, and so we're going to do that. But it appears that I'd have to come from this direction in order to open up the shortcut mechanism. Okay. I see what's going on. I'm strong enough probably to one-shot you from the back now, and remind me what's down here. This, I guess, is as deep as we have gone. And then there was some kind of boss monster that was too fearsome for me to get past, as I recall. So let's get a reminder of what's down here. There's a giant snake, Needhog, who looks really cool. And there is also a doorway and some smaller snakes who are also serpents quite fearsome. Worth 9 experience. Could use like some throwing axes on them. Even then, they're gonna kind of wreck me. I could switch to my better shield, perhaps. And you, gosh, you're dealing 30 damage, and you've got 245 HP. It feels like this is still too difficult of an area for me, so I think I have missed some important things somewhere upstairs that may yet help me progress. So once again, I'll try to do a little bit more backtracking and see if I can find some things I have missed. And along the way, I'm just going to spend an arrow in order to get the free experience from this guy. Okay, there's this crazy boss monster called the Gatekeeper who I could take down with, I think, 6 arrows here. So I'm going to save here in slot 7. And... yeah, I think... actually, let's do this. Let's put on my good shield. I can only take 16, so I could do 2 melee hits against you. I don't see a way to get behind you. And after doing one of them, then I'd want to switch rings to my power ring. And then I can take another swing. Yeah, that's fine. And then sadly, yeah, I can't take any more damage that way. And so then if I switch to the bow and arrow, then I can hit for 17s. Yeah, this will work. So let's just deal some damage. Now you're down to 30, and at this point, I only hit for 23, so I do need one more arrow in you. And then I want to switch rings, because I'm going to get a level up, because this guy gives so much experience, and I think the longsword might be enough to finish you off at this point. It is. And so we're going to kill the gatekeeper. We're going to level up again. You've acquired the balance rune. Through balance, one may find the strength to enter a new level of profundity. Oh, a spiritual servant. I'm here to ease your burden of travel and nothing else. Oh, this must be the new NPC that got added. Let's not discuss anything unnecessary. And so I can go to Forsaken Crypt Layer 2 and Sunken Castle Layer 3, apparently, and then question mark, question mark. So I guess each time you defeat a boss, we get a servant who gives us fast travel that we can warp to. I think is what I just learned. Okay, very cool. I got some kind of rune, something, magic, something. Yeah, I was balance, something. So I can equip it. And, okay, I've learned a barrier spell, which nullifies a single hit. And Soul Valley, damage enemies from afar. I might have seen them. Oh no, Soul Blast I had before, and now it's Soul Volley. And I'm up to 20 maximum mana. And it is refilled. I don't remember if and what refilled my mana. And then if I hit this switch... Before I do hit this switch, I'm going to drop a save once again. Because it looks like it might open this, and then me and I don't have a way back, maybe. It did just open this, and it did not open these bar doors over here. And remind me what's down here. Oh, I can fall in the water, and this is a new place to go. That's pretty great. You are a serpent. I believe I could hit you from behind, right? Or, I guess I can. Can I attack you with a sword from here? Hold on. If I had the great sword, I cannot crit kill you. It's pretty close, but man, you hit for 14 even when I'm wearing my good shield. So I'm not sure that I want to attack you just yet. Maybe I'm gonna find some better something. Oh, and here's some slimes. Well, I would have to fight them, and they're gonna regenerate some of my energy, so maybe I do want to go ahead and kill this guy now. Alright, so I could take 14 damage and finish you off. And I would be two-shotting you even with just the long sword, which is about to run out of durability. Wow. Well, I guess I'm okay with that. Yeah. Can I hit you from here? Too far away. I see, so I can't get behind you, because there's nowhere to stand. So if I have to attack you from the front, this is going to be much more. Then I'm only hitting you for that. And 32 is not enough to two-shot you, so I would take a lot of damage finishing this guy off. So then the other possibility with my 4 arrows is I could shoot an arrow at you from behind and deal 52 without taking any damage and then finish you off. So I'm going to choose to do that. And then is the longsword enough to finish you off from the front? Let's find out. Yeah. Yeah, let's just do that. And unfortunately, I'm going to lose my bonus for killing these slimes. And I can actually, I have a dagger that still has 1 durability, so let's use that to just finish off a slime here. That weapon's broken, and then I guess I'm going to break my longsword too. Alright. And let's not use the key on the door just yet. Let's look around and see what all is available. Oh, there's another switch. So I think that might allow me to backtrack back over there. There's a secret wall here that I see. That brings me to a cool shop where I could buy flame brew and moon water and aged ichor. I currently have 139 gold. And there's also some secret chests full of mystery behind a bunch of locked doors. And there's, oh my goodness! I see. So, okay, I found the great weapon shop here. Rune wand. Halves the MP cost of spells. Okay, there's a lot going on here. It's like crazy eyes in the background. Okay, so lots and lots of possibilities, and I imagine this is probably necessary by virtue of the fact that there are so many different character classes. It's probably the case that you need to offer the player different choices that synergize with the character class that they have taken. But for example, I could spend 50 gold and repair a tool, and so I could repair a greatsword and get 30 more durability out of it, or I could spend 100 gold and get a full greatsword back, just as a for example. Neat. Okay, so many possibilities. Look at this crazy like hand over here. I'm not sure how to interpret that in the back of the wall. Okay, well, we got all kinds of stuff going on. There's a key up here. There's like some kind of throne. So much to explore. Okay, well, I'm really enjoying this, but I think this is probably a good place to leave it for now. So I'm just going to save here inside the shop and say that I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon for more Deep Rune. For now, bye-bye.